Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be up potting some herbs. Let's get to it. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is why you want to up pot your herbs. The main reason, as you can see right there, they're starting to get root bound down in the bottom of that 6 cell. Root bound means that the roots are starting to circle. This is not real bad right here, but if left too long, this could get really, really bad. So what happens when you up pot is that you allow these roots to spread out. They gather more nutrients and they make for a more healthy plant. Some signs that your plant may need to be up potted is that, one, the roots start circling the bottom of the pot. Two, you start to notice that some leaves are turning yellow, or maybe even like falling off. And three, your soil starts to dry out fast. As you can see though, this soil right here is nice and dark, and it's not dried out at all, and I have not watered these today. So for today's video, we are using Bootstrap Farmer pots. As most of y'all know, I'm an affiliate with Bootstrap Farmer, and I will have links to everything down below. So why do I like Bootstrap Farmer trays? One, super durable. I love that about them. It's not like, you know, the normal ones that you get. I don't know if y'all can see that, but like, see how they just smush, you know? After one or two uses, they crack along the sides, and you just have to get rid of them. With these Bootstrap Farmer pots, they're very durable. They don't just smush. They have great drainage at the bottom on them, and if you see like right here, that's it's drainage, but also when you're sitting the pot down, you don't get any airflow from the bottom, but you can get airflow from the sides of these. Not like, you know, like these, you only have holes in the bottom for drainage, but you don't get any airflow on the sides. And definitely, you can't knock the appearance of Bootstrap Farmer trays. They just add a certain level of professionalism, I believe, and they just add a splash of color to your garden or to your greenhouse. So I know we don't have to have our gardens look immaculate all the time, but I mean, this just adds a certain level of ambiance that I absolutely love it in my greenhouse and in the garden. Now, let's get to up potting. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to top all of these off. Now, something else that I like about the Bootstrap Farmer trays was you can color code what you're growing. So let's take this horehound for instance. I'm going to put one in each of these green pots. And that way I know that all the green pots are horehound, you know? So I got 6 pots, I got 6 cells in here, and that's what I'm gonna do with these. So first I need to fill these pots up. Okay, so I have these filled up a little less than halfway. And the reason why I do that is because I like to put a little fertilizer down in there. And this is the complete organic fertilizer from Hoss. I mix it on up down in that bottom layer right there. And this right here is the pro tip, guys. I use this mycorrhizal inoculant. Woo-wee! That's the bee's knees right there. You don't need a lot. You can see that's my handful, and I probably won't even use all of this right here. I just sprinkle a little bit down in there, just like so. Just a little bit more in there than there. And see, I still got a whole bunch left. You don't need a lot of that. I mix all that in down there. And I want to do this in the bottom like this because I don't want it to really be where the roots are initially. None of this will burn your plants, but I like to be safe with stuff like that. So, and then I just pop this out. I put my pinky in the bottom right there and pop it out. And then I should be able to grab hold to the plant and pull it out. Now, obviously I got to put a lot more soil in here to make this work. So let's get to it. So now I go ahead and fill it up. I like it to come up to about that lip right there. That's where I like it at. Make my hole in it. Push that down in there. And voila. One of them is planted. So I'm going to do the same thing to these other 5, and I'll bring you back. Sorry about the shadows, but I hope you can see. So I have to address this at this point in the video because I'm sure that some seasoned gardeners are going to say, man, that pot is too big to be transplanting into from this pot. So from these 6 cells to this pot right here, it really is too much of a jump, okay? You probably should go from here to here. This is about where you should go. And then you could possibly go from here to here, or here to a 3.5 inch, and then from a 3.5 inch to a 5.5 inch, or 5 inch. Now, the reason why you need to do that is because this soil that's in here is going to hold a lot of water because the roots haven't been able to spread out and absorb all that water. So what tends to happen is that people will overwater this and it will get waterlogged and the roots won't be able to breathe and the plant will struggle. It'll look limp. It could die. So I tell you that because I know that that is a possibility. So a couple things. One, I will not bottom water this, okay? Because all that water is going to stay down here in the bottom and it's just going to be too wet, too saturated. This soil that I put in there is actually pretty dry. I did not pre-moisten it, okay? And the reason why is because I am going to water this from the top to get all that air out of it, and I don't want to add too much water to it. So I'm only going to water it, I'll add it from the top, let all the air pockets slip out of there, and I won't water it again until I can take my pinky and put it down in here and it feels about like how it feels right now. There's not much moisture on my pinky. So I want it at that depth, okay? Because these trays are about at that depth. So that's why I want to do that. Once I can put my pinky in there and it's dry, I will water this again. Now, once the plant gets bigger, you can water it more, or you can bottom water it if you'd like. But that's the issue with going from this size cell to this size pot. So I don't recommend it for everybody, but hey, if you want to give it a try, give it a try. I just don't like to up pot from there to there to there, like up potting 4 times and whatnot. I don't like doing that. So I don't mind jumping to this stage because I understand the water needs of the plant. The other cool thing about this setup is that it comes with this little holder right here. So when you put your pots down in there, they don't shift around and move on you, makes it real sturdy, a real nice setup. Well, I'm gonna get the rest of these up potted and I'll bring you right back. All right, and there you have it. So pretty simple process, but hey, you gotta love these pots. I'm telling you, these pots are gonna last me 20 plus years. The only thing I'm gonna do after this is I will fertilize again with AgriThrive, okay? So the AgriThrive general purpose right there is what I'll dilute it down and about every 2 weeks, I'll hit these up with some fertilizer. Everything here will be linked in the description below. So go check out Bootstrap Farmer. They have all kinds of stuff, not just seed starting stuff, but they have stuff as big as greenhouses. They have tools and they have a whole plethora of things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave y'all links for specific things here. And then I'm also going to put the link to their website that just, you know, you can go and browse and whatnot on that as well. If you found this helpful, hit the like button. It helps the channel out a little bit, helps get the my video pushed out some, and you guys have been doing great for comments and liking and sharing. So I really appreciate it. Keep it up. It really helps the channel out. And let me know whether or not you do it something else when you up pot your herbs, and what types of herbs do you like to grow. I'm trying out all different types of herbs this year because I want to learn and learn about herbs. Also, I do have a question for anyone out there who is good with growing herbs. So this is horehound, this is motherwort, this is yarrow, and this one is hyssop. So some of these have multiple plants in it. Like this has one plant, but this has multiple plants. Do I need to separate all of them, or can I leave them like that and they become a more bushier plant? I don't know. I need some help with that. Y'all, if y'all know, please let me know below. And hey, I appreciate you guys watching. If you're still here at this point, you gotta subscribe to the channel. No, hey, I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next video.